It is a week 3 update of my carnivore challenge. I'm going to show you everything that I ate and give you a weigh-in, so stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This week we did another carnivore week where I tracked my macros. I was trying to hit 130 grams of protein per day. The goal was to walk, get 10,000 steps as much as possible. I'm staying away from dairy this month, no sweeteners, no alcohol. That's the challenge for me. I'm eating all animal proteins, chicken, pork, beef, literally everything except for carbs and veggies. So let me show you how this week went and we'll chat afterwards. Check it out. Good morning. We are starting week 3 of the carnivore challenge. I'm going out for a walk today. I believe it's going to rain tomorrow a lot, and Saturday, possibly Sunday. So I'm not sure if I'm taking a break from walking like I did last week for those days, or if I'll just jump on the treadmill. I might just jump on the treadmill. But yeah, it's very cloudy today. Very cloudy. All right, sitting down to eat my meal for today. I've got a New York strip. Look at that fat on there. New York strip. I've got 3 eggs cooked in butter. I've got some leftover meatballs and a little bit of leftover chicken, and it gets me to my 130 grams of protein today. Morning, it is Friday. What day are we? Day 16 of the carnivore challenge. Trying to listen to my body this 3rd week. Eat when I'm hungry. Kind of hungry right now, but it's also a rainy day, so I decided to go ahead and make some coffee. I'm going to blend it with an egg yolk. Exercise ring is closed. Clocked in 50 minutes. Wow, 6,543 steps, 3 miles. All right, we have not had some pork chunks in quite a while. So this is pork for carnitas, I believe is what it says on the package. So I went ahead and tried to enter it into my carb manager. I am hungry earlier than usual, so I am eating at 10:30 in the morning. I have no idea if this is my first meal, my only meal. We will see how this experiment goes this week with entering in what I'm eating after the fact and not trying to hit specifically 130 grams of protein or more, just to kind of see what it looks like and feels like when I eat when I'm hungry, stop when I'm full, and fast when I need, my body tells me to fast. So yeah, so right now it's hungry, so let's eat. All right, it's about 2 o'clock, and I'm not sure if it was the pork or maybe the seasonings in the pork, but man, I had an upset stomach. I would say a couple of hours ago. It just all of a sudden, it just felt nauseous or felt like I wanted to throw up. It just did not feel good. So something didn't agree with me today. I'm not exactly sure what, but it's probably the first time since the first few days that my stomach wasn't feeling the greatest. But yeah, I don't know what that was about. All right, I went ahead and made this like stew meat inside the beef broth that we already had. My intention was to put it in bone broth, but I forgot that we had this beef broth already. The bone broth probably would have given me more protein, but after putting it in my carb manager, I already hit my protein goals without even trying. Happy Friday. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Look, something is just making my neck itch. And then like my face, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it was the pork or seasonings in the pork, but something is not agreeing with me. All right, after I thought about it for a while, I'm thinking it doesn't have to be something I ate that's causing this little allergic reaction. It could be, I still slather stuff on my face at night. Just like a moisturizer, night moisturizer. I do have like makeup remover wipes, and I do have like, you know, this water I put on my face, and then I have a cream that I put on. So it could be the cream, it could be that, but I wear it pretty often. Well, you know what? I interchange my creams, and this particular one I haven't worn in a while, so maybe my skin just kind of developed a sensitivity to it, or maybe it's old. Maybe I've had it for too long, and so it's time to toss it out. It's almost empty anyway, so that may be it. Maybe I'll take a break from that particular cream for the next few days and see if this goes away by using something else, or using taking a break from all the creams for a few days just to see. But anyway, that's what I'm thinking too, because I do put it everywhere, and everywhere where I'm itching. So maybe that's it. All right, it is 10 o'clock and I've got 4 boiled eggs with a generous amount of pink Himalayan salt. I had a little bit of brisket earlier at a family member's house for a birthday. I would say about 4 or 5 ounces. And then I have this very thick cut pork chop. It's a little late on a Saturday night, 6:37, but this should be it for me for today. It is 8:30 on a Sunday morning. We are not doing long fasts this weekend. That's okay, because this cold weather has me wanting my coffee as soon as I get up. I think this is on, right? So let's have some coffee. Happy Sunday. Today I was hungry. It is 10:45 and Caesar made these beef short ribs. I do have 3 eggs cooked in Kerrygold butter, and this is my first meal, main meal, doesn't even matter. This is what I'm eating right now. All right, I made 2 chicken legs in the air fryer. It is about 6:30, and this is what I am eating before I close out my eating window for the day. All right, it is about 9 o'clock in the morning on Monday. Happy President's Day. And I am sitting down for my first meal of the day, which is a chorizo and egg scramble. Good morning, happy Monday. The kids are off of school today, and I've got a companion on my walk. He's actually gonna go for a run in the same area. But I already ate breakfast. Normally I will go for a walk first and then eat, but today I was a little flipped around because it felt like vacation with the kids home from school. So anyway, I got my shoes on. I've got my book ready to go. Let's do it. All right, just finished our walk. I think we did about 45 minutes. Exercise ring is closed. It only clocked in 42 minutes. We did have to stop by an office nearby, so that's probably where the 3 minutes were at. 4,393 steps, 2 miles. Hey everybody, it is 4:35. We are getting ready to make some steaks tonight. I've got some ribeye that we bought at the meat market last week. We already got it defrosted. I just wanted to pop on today. This week has been a little bit interesting because I am a lot hungrier this week than I noticed than I was last week, which was it's throwing me off because last week I was thrown off for not being hungry at all whatsoever. And I was like, okay, well then this week I think I might even go longer fast. I'm gonna do extended fasts. And then I started getting hungrier earlier. So I'm not trying to hit 130 grams of protein. I'm just noticing it's kind of where it's landing, which is not a bad thing. But I'm not doing the longer fast like I did last week. I don't know if it makes a difference or not. I guess we will see once we weigh in later on this week. But I am noticing that before, when my hunger was just slight and I couldn't tell if I was hungry or not, now I can feel it, like I'm hungry. And it's not extreme hunger to where I'm like, if I don't eat something, I'm just gonna flip out. It's just like, oh no, that's hunger. There's no second guessing that. That's hunger. Like right now, I'm hungry. I had breakfast this morning, like really early, like 9 a.m. And now it's 4:30 and I'm ready to eat again. So I'm trying to eat early enough to close my window early to be done for the day. But like I said, this week's a little bit of an experiment to see if changing up eating windows and, you know, not trying to get all 130 grams of protein in one meal, if that makes a difference or not. I do notice, let me just say real quick, I do notice that when I eat one big giant meal, I'm full longer, and that's how I can do an OMAD. And if I eat a smaller breakfast, then I'm definitely hungry later, and then it's harder for me to do a longer fast. Just a little thing I'm noticing, a little experiment on myself this week. All right, we are sitting down to have our dinner for tonight. I've got a New York strip with a tablespoon of butter added on, and I've got 2 chicken drumsticks. Good morning, happy Tuesday. What a beautiful day today. It is 62 degrees here in South Texas. The sun is shining. It is cool, but not cold. It is sunny, but not hot. It is almost 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm going for my walk because I have a dentist appointment at 11. So we have to do a quick walk, listen to my book, go home, take a shower, and then head out to the day. We've got a dentist appointment, we've got Zoom meetings. It's busy, busy. All right, we just finished my walk today. Let's see how long and how many steps. Clocked in 48 minutes, 5,351 steps, 2.5 miles. All right, so today I've been fasting for 19.5 hours and I'm sitting down. I think today's gonna be an OMAD. I've got, I think it's a New York strip. I'm not exactly sure. We actually have one package that had 1 New York strip and 1 ribeye together. So I think that's the New York strip. Of course, it could be a ribeye. I don't know. Anyway, 3 eggs, and I had a pork chop that was sitting in my fridge. I decided to go ahead and make it. And all of this fits my macros today. It hits and surpasses my protein goals. It is 1 o'clock and I've been fasting for 24 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and make the rest of these eggs. I've got 4 eggs and I'm gonna do 4 slices of bacon, and I've got a New York strip salted with pink Himalayan salt. All right, it has been about 24.5 hours since I last ate. Yay, getting some good benefits with that 24-hour mark. I am going ahead and sitting down to eat my main meal, first meal, only meal, I don't know, we'll see. But I've got 4 eggs cooked in bacon grease. I've got 4 slices of bacon, and I have a New York strip that I also cooked in the bacon fat. Okay, before I dig into these eggs, I have a question for you. How do you eat your over easy, over medium eggs? Do you cut into a whole egg and eat it like that, piece by piece? Or do you smash it up? Do you use a knife? I'm so curious because I grew up smashing my eggs like this. And this is how I eat eggs. I put it, you know, with bacon, you know, with whatever. But I have it smashed up like this with a fork. And my husband's like, that's so weird. That's not what I do. So I guess he cuts his up or eats it like he doesn't smash it up, which is weird because I've done this my whole life. So how do you eat your over easy eggs? Post it in the comments below. All right, we are going in with another raw unflavored electrolyte mix in my big cup for today. Okay, my husband just made coffee at 3:30 in the afternoon, and now I want one. This time I've got 1 tablespoon of butter and an egg yolk. It's So we're gonna make a fatty carnivore coffee. All right, this isn't entirely carnivore, but I'm gonna do a little sprinkle of ground cinnamon. So all in all, I would say it was a successful week. I was able to walk 5 days this week, which was more than last week. However, I did not do any weight training this week as I have been doing the past few weeks. I would say twice out of the week is where I ended up fasting over 23 hours, but the majority of the days I was fasting anywhere between 14 and 19 hours on average. I would say half the week was OMAD days and the other half of the week were 2 meals a day. As you can see, I hit my protein goals every day this week. I was only concerned this week with hitting, or actually so far this month, with hitting my protein macro. And I was not really concerned about hitting any of my other macros. So I'm not sure what difference that might have made on the scale, but let's talk weigh-in. Last week I weighed in at 190.4. This week I weighed in at 189.4. So that is a loss of 1 pound. It's a loss. Yay! I'm just curious if I still want to experiment with my body with this carnivore challenge before it's over. And we've got 1 more week left of my carnivore challenge. So I'm thinking for the last week of February, I'm gonna experiment with a 1-to-1 ratio for my protein and fat macros. I was watching videos yesterday and a lot of people were talking about the 70-30 ratios when it comes to your macros and trying to do, for every protein have 1 or 1.5 to, in fat. So in other words, if I eat 130 grams of protein, then I'm eating 130 minimum of fat or higher. And as you can see, my averages were not that high. So I'm curious to know if I raise the fat next week, which probably will include a lot more red meat than what I have been eating so far, what that might do on the scale, because I know that's going to probably raise my overall calories, which I'm not even counting anyway, but probably raise it about 200 or 300 more calories. So I'm curious to see if that will give me a stall, if that's going to help move things along, kind of shifting that protein to fat ratio in favor of the fat. So yeah, I'm curious to see how that's going to look next week. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Are you doing low carb? Are you doing carnivore? Are you doing keto? Are you tracking your macros? Are you doing high protein? Are you doing high fat? Are you trying to do 50-50? I'd love to hear about what you're doing. Post it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure to do that now. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment, do all of the YouTube things, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.